Sunlight floods the living room, igniting dust motes in a silent dance. A mother cat dozes peacefully on the couch. A tiny kitten, a miniature predator, observes the world from its vantage point on the floor. Its gaze is locked onto a pair of clippers resting innocently on a nearby table. A mischievous glint sparks in the kitten's bright, curious eyes, hinting at impending chaos. The air crackles with unspoken intent as the kitten plots its daring adventure. Sunlight streams into the living room as a tiny kitten eyes a pair of clippers, his curiosity piqued. With determined focus, the kitten carefully picks up the clippers, his small paws struggling to keep a grip. He glances at his sleeping mother, a picture of peaceful slumber, then back at his newfound treasure. A playful grin spreads across the kitten's face, a mischievous glint in his bright eyes. The clippers, oversized in his grasp, become a symbol of playful rebellion and boundless curiosity. He steadies himself, ready to embark on an adventure with his new toy. The clippers buzz intently, slicing through the mother's long, flowing hair in the softly lit living room. A heavy cascade of hair falls, a silent testament to the transformation underway. The kitten meticulously guides the clippers, a furrow of concentration creasing his brow. Pride shines in his eyes, a spark of accomplishment amidst the gravity of the moment. Yet a shadow of nervousness flickers across his face, a hint of the weight he carries. His small face is a battleground, where pride and nervousness clash in a silent, emotional storm. Sunlight fills a small workshop as a kitten dashes in, leaving a trail of soft clippings. The kitten surveys his kingdom. A tiny ironing board, a humming sewing machine, beads shining like jewels. Each object holds a story, each corner whispers of tiny creations. The workshop is a miniature world, full of boundless potential. In a cozy workshop, a small kitten stands poised with a miniature iron, its tiny paw ready to press. With intense concentration, the kitten meticulously irons a collection of hair clippings. Steam rises gently as the kitten hums softly, completely absorbed in the creative process. Each press is deliberate, a testament to the kitten's dedication to its peculiar craft. The workshop is filled with the soft, rhythmic sounds of ironing and the kitten's gentle hum. A scene of quiet industry unfolds as the kitten continues its task, lost in its own world. Inside the workshop, a kitten sits poised at a sewing machine, tiny paws ready to work. With surprising skill, he guides fabric beneath the needle, a miniature artisan at his craft. His brow furrows in deep concentration as he expertly stitches hair clippings together. Slowly, painstakingly, the clippings begin to take shape, transforming into something new. A small furry purse emerges, a testament to the kitten's unexpected talent and dedication. In the workshop, the kitten delicately adds sparkling beads to a purse, his tiny paws moving with surprising dexterity. He carefully crafts a matching necklace, stringing the beads together with focused precision. The kitten steps back, his head tilting slightly as he ponders his handiwork. His eyes shine with pride, reflecting the sparkling beads and his own sense of accomplishment. A moment of pure, unadulterated joy radiates from the kitten as he admires his creations. Sunlight paints the living room as the mother cat awakens, stretching languidly, a picture of feline grace. Her grooming is interrupted by a shocking discovery. A chunk of her fur is missing, a silent scream in her widened eyes. Disbelief morphs into a burning fury, the injustice of it all igniting within her. Her tail twitches, a silent promise of retribution for the unforgivable crime against her beauty. In the living room, the mother cat stills, her body tense. Her gaze locks onto a clump of fur innocently resting on the floor. Her eyes widen, shock giving way to a burning, intense rage. Realization dawns, igniting a fierce fire within her. A primal fury boils beneath her fur, ready to explode. She unleashes a furious hiss, a sound of pure, unadulterated anger. Furious hiss. In the living room, the mother cat seizes her kitten, her eyes burning with an intense, possessive fury. The kitten recoils, its small body trembling as it senses the brewing storm. A silent battle of wills plays out between mother and child, heavy with unspoken emotions. The air crackles with tension as the mother's grip tightens, sealing the kitten's fate. A mother cat ejects a tiny kitten from the house, casting it out into the unforgiving world. The helpless kitten lands with a splash in a muddy puddle, instantly drenched by a torrential downpour. Soaked and shivering, the kitten's small frame trembles uncontrollably, overwhelmed by cold and fear. Each raindrop feels like a strike as the kitten struggles against the downpour, alone and vulnerable. A lone kitten, lost and vulnerable, finds himself stranded in a dark, stormy field. Lightning flashes, briefly illuminating the rain-soaked landscape. Each strike reveals the silhouette of a menacing figure lurking in the distance. The kitten's eyes widen in fear, reflecting the harsh, flickering light. Thunder rumbles, amplifying the kitten's isolation and the looming threat. In a vast field, a monstrous dog with glowing red eyes ominously appears. The beast limps forward on a prosthetic leg, a mechanical reminder of battles fought. A menacing snarl rips from its throat, baring teeth as sharp as shattered glass. Before the approaching horror, a tiny kitten stands frozen, its eyes wide with terror. The kitten trembles, a fragile silhouette against the backdrop of the field. In a rain-soaked field, a kitten's shriek pierces the storm as it darts desperately through the tall grass. A large dog, teeth bared, gains ground, its paws churning mud in its relentless pursuit. The wind howls, amplifying the kitten's terror as it struggles against the elements. Each stride of the dog brings it closer, a looming shadow of inevitable capture. Rain lashes down, blurring the desperate chase into a chaotic dance of predator and prey. The kitten sprints, its small body a blur against the backdrop of the unforgiving storm. Sunlight floods the living room, highlighting dust motes dancing in the bright air. An enraged mother cat, bristling with fury, confronts a larger father cat. Patches of fur are visibly missing from the mother cat's head, evidence of a fierce battle. Clumps of fur litter the floor, remnants of a feline skirmish. A half-unraveled ball of yarn lies amidst the chaos, a forgotten toy. The air crackles with unspoken tension as the two cats face off. Inside the living room, a protective fury ignites within the father cat, his eyes blazing with fierce determination. He gathers himself, preparing to unleash a sound that will defy the silence of the room. A mighty roar erupts from him, a primal scream of defiance that reverberates through every corner of the house. The intensity of his roar shakes the very foundations, as if the house itself trembles before his protective rage. With raw fury, the father cat explodes through the front door, splintering wood and shattering all that stands in his path. He emerges, a silhouette of parental rage against the stormy sky, his fur bristling with determination. Driven by instinct, he sprints into the tempest, each stride fueled by a father's desperate love and protectiveness. The storm rages around him, mirroring the turmoil in his heart as he battles against the elements. He is undeterred, his eyes fixed on the horizon, a beacon of hope amidst the chaos as he chases after his son. In an open field, a small cat is trapped against a weathered fence, terror etched on his face as a snarling dog approaches. The father cat spots his son's peril, his eyes narrowing with fierce resolve. With a sudden burst of speed, the father cat launches himself toward the danger, a determined protector. He leaps into action, a streak of fur against the green, ready to confront the snarling threat. The father cat's bravery shines as he fearlessly intervenes. In an open field, a father cat and a dog face off. Tense. Claws and teeth flash in the harsh light as the battle begins. A fierce dance of predator and prey, fueled by primal instinct. The storm mirrors their fury, rain and wind adding chaos. Each strike carries the weight of survival, a desperate fight. The father cat stands firm, a protector against the night's terrors. With a swift, decisive move, the dog is defeated and retreats into shadow. Tenderly, he scoops up his son, the small cat trembling and covered in mud. A father's love shines, a beacon in the dark field. The father cat gently carries his son, his movements tender in the soft light of the living room. The mother cat watches them, her eyes softening as they draw nearer. Her earlier anger melts away, replaced by a gentle, soothing purr that fills the room. The father cat lays the son down near the mother, and his son snuggles. A sense of peace returns to the living room as the family reunites, safe and warm. In the heart of the living room, a tiny kitten stands, its eyes glistening with unshed tears. Trembling, it extends its paws, offering a crudely made purse and necklace. A visible sign of deep remorse. Its small body shivers with emotion. "I'm so sorry, Mommy," the kitten whispers, its voice filled with heartfelt regret. In the warm light of the living room, the mother cat's intense gaze is fixed on the gift before her. A flicker of understanding sparks in her eyes, softening her features. The anger visibly melts away from her face, replaced by a tender affection. Her tail twitches, a subtle sign of burgeoning contentment. A wave of maternal warmth washes over her, completing the transformation. Inside the warm living room, a tender moment unfolds as the mother cat receives her son's gift, her eyes reflecting years of love. A single tear traces a path down her cheek, a silent testament to the depth of her emotions. She embraces her son, forgiving him completely. A voice narrates, filling the room with warmth. Her fur brushes against his, a gesture of unconditional love that transcends words. In that embrace, all past hurts are forgotten, replaced by an overwhelming sense of peace. The living room glows with the soft light of reconciliation, as mother and son find solace in each other's presence. Bathed in soft light, the family embraces, unity restored amidst the lingering echoes of the storm. The warmth of forgiveness fills the room, a stark contrast to the tempest that raged just moments before. The storm outside begins to subside, its fury replaced by a soft, almost mournful murmur. Moonlight spills into the living room through the shattered doorway, illuminating their faces. A gentle glow envelops the family, a symbol of hope and healing after the night's turmoil.